Hello and welcome to 7F5R live on Instagram. This is the 50th episode of the series. It is currently the 7th of September 2022, 2:45 p.m. on a very cloudy Wednesday afternoon here in Singapore. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're watching this live or as a recording. My name is Stephanie Jennifer. I am a CZT21 and I'll be your host for this session. And in just a bit, I'll be joined by my new CZT18 and Susan, your CZT Asia 2. We're so happy to have you here today. Hi Debbie, hi Susan.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, very cloudy today. Hope there's a thunderstorm. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us live. If you're here live, yeah. And if you're just dropping by for a little bit and then have to go somewhere else, all of our Instagram live sessions are recorded and made available on our Instagram at 7forest5rivers and also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7f5r studio. If you'd like to find each of us on our personal Instagram pages, Debbie is at tangle.pursuits, Susan is at susanyo.czt, and I am at halfpen_wheel-draw. In these Wednesday live sessions, we usually use prompts from the 7F5R challenge group on Facebook. Join us over in the group next month in October. We'll actually be featuring the Inktober Tangles 2022 prompt challenge. So you can hop on over, join the group nice and early so that you can orientate yourself on how the group works and maybe join us in some of the weekly and fortnightly challenges. Yeah, so Susan, what kind of tiles are you using today?
Okay, I'm using a Zandala, which is tinted with the Sakura Koi watercolor brush pen. Because just now before the live, I am playing around with the tinted my tile with the brush pen and also the magical. Yeah, so this is the one that I prepared. Then I'm also preparing my Micron 0205 and white jelly roll. Yeah, that's my materials today.
02
Because my 01 retired, then suddenly I cannot find.
you should have taken from me. I have a pack at studio.
I have. I just not able to find it before the live. 02.
Okay. Very specific.
Debbie, what are you using?
So I actually have a stack of recently tinted tiles. So these are tinted with Ecoline liquid watercolors. Just using 3 different colors. So I might use these, or I might not. I might use 2, and I might not. I'll think about it later.
Very nice. I am using one of the tiles that Debbie tinted using Eco Dye. And it was slightly larger, and then I had one side of the tile get bent. So I cut it. So Debbie was like, this size like tin. How come it's such a weird size? Then I was like, yeah, I cut it.
Oh no, it's a paper. Is it a paper sample?
Is it? I'm not sure. Does it have a labeling?
It could be a paper sample, because
So you cut off the top
Canson,
part.
they give us like very weird shapes.
Fair
and
enough. But
sizes.
it's a nice size. It's a nice
Yeah,
size.
so that one is Eco Dye purple cabbage. I have a Eco Dye beetroot here that is actually perpetually shiny because of the sugars. Can you see this part is shiny? This part here. So it's actually sticky. So I nearly ruined my micron the other day trying to draw on one. Yeah.
That's why if you go to Debbie's profile, there's one latest one where I was like, sticky. And Debbie like, yeah, I almost killed one of my microns.
Yeah.
So I thought there's 2 sides to it. So I thought like, I could use this side and then do like a what's it kind of thing.
Why don't you do a continuous piece?
Yo,
that'd be quite cool. Why?
Yo,
Quite cool, right?
Big project.
Yeah, very fun.
Okay, maybe this side, then I continue on these other corners. Okay lah.
Quite cool,
I humor you. Okay.
Or
So
you
Susan.
can do one side and then I can help you draw what sits on the other side and then cast a trap and
Hiya.
tangle.
Okay, Susan, what's the streak for today?
Okay, today is a special day because
It's a special
yesterday Debbie just reminded this is our 50th episode in
Yeah.
Instagram, like 50th. Okay,
Yeah.
so we changed our string to 50.
Suddenly we change something.
Yeah, suddenly realized that we already come to this 50. So you can have it side by side.
Can you
5.
imagine? We've been talking rubbish
Mm,
for 50 weeks.
yeah, very good.
Very good.
Cannot imagine.
No.
Another 2 weeks become 1 year anniversary. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have 5 and 0 side by side, or if you want to have some interesting, like 5 on top, then 0 at the bottom, you can do it as well. It's just like a 5 sitting on a ball. Yeah. Very cute.
Sitting on the ball.
Sitting on the ball, rolling. Try to find the balance. Okay.
I can't imagine that 50 weeks has passed.
Mm.
I just learned that 0 in Mandarin is actually very difficult to write out.
Yes.
零 oh,
零.
very sad.
Put 50
Oh yeah?
He's talking about the link. Oh.
One second.
So weird, this woman.
1 second.
50okay. Yeah, so we've been like that for 50 episodes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, today's Tangle is a new Tangle by Ildica Boyd, CZT. It's a Tangle that she's decided to name Mookacirque. So I've simplified the step outs, but she does give like little guidelines. So I'm gonna show you how she does it. Give you all some time just to orientate yourselves. I want to take out a bit of scrap paper so that we can draw the Mookacirque together. Alright, so the way that Ildica draws Mookacirque is that she asks for you to draw 5 points. And then from these 5 points, you're going to draw nice sort of C curves connecting each point to one another. And then from this curve, you're going to focus on one of the curves. On this curve, you're going to turn it into a C shape. So you turn your tile, sort of continuously go around the shape that you have. And then from this point, so it's the corner point of one of your C shapes, you're going to make a sort of a half circle, I guess you can call it. So it starts from the point and then it ends on a line. It does not go back to the same point. You might want to turn your tile or your paper as you go along because it can get a bit confusing. And then you'll see that this part is open, so we're going to close it. So again, landing on the line, you're not connecting these 2 points together. And I actually really do like this shape that comes out from here. So perhaps you might stop here, but then Ildica says that you can actually continue it. So if you imagine this part going behind this section, you're continuing on. So in a holly bow fashion, you're extending this, and then on this side, in a holly bow fashion, extending it, and then it joins to a point. So it's like a hook, as she says. Yeah, then we turn our tile, turn our paper, and continue along. Yeah, and then you get this very nice sort of sea monster kind of creature thing. Mookacirque.
Is it Mookacirque or Mookcirque?
Mookacirque? Good question.
I don't think there's an A, you know?
Oh dear. Why is it Mookacirque?
I don't know.
Ildica,
I
why you do
don't
this to
think there's
me?
an A, you know? Wait, let me go and check her post.
Yeah.
I think there's A.
I don't think there's an A. How?
There is an A. It's Mookacirque. Yo, don't like that leh. Debbie.
Okay. There's an A.
Mookacirque.
That means, right, she actually gave me the wrong name once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe she changed her mind after that.
No. Then I think it's in the admin room.
Very good.
That is wrong. Ah.
Mookacirque.
Oh no.
Why is it called Mookacirque though? Doesn't look like Mooka what? Shouldn't it be like Hookcirque?
Yo.
Hook a cirque.
Yeah, you know, in the admin room is wrong. Okay, very good.
It's
Too
like
late.
wrong equal ha. What if you turned it to a... Okay, I'm gonna leave this up for a little while more. Why sigh?
Nothing. What if you only have 3 sides?
Yeah, I also thought about that. So the way that I draw it, I don't draw the initial guiding line. So like yeah, the first thing I thought, but for me is I want to draw more sides, not less.
Then
I
won't
don't
it
know
be overly complex?
I don't know. We can try. Then the next thing I thought is because it's called Mooka, then what if this hook was a rounded edge rather than
Yeah, I think one of her tangulations has a hollies, I think, or something like that. Wait, let me look at hers. Wow. This is the first time that while doing the live show I have to keep referring back to someone else's
yeah, man.
screen.
I practice before this session.
Yeah, so if you check out her original post, on the last photo there are options where you can actually create
Variations.
tentacles and vines.
Ta-da! So here's
But
the
I think you can
Mooka.
actually do more than that even, you know? Wait,
Yeah,
let me
version.
put this under the
Mooka
camera.
version with more
There we go.
segments.
Sorry, my light is in the way, but I think you can get...
Oh,
yeah.
Susan, you did the opposite of what I did. So
Yeah.
Susan's version
Yours
is a
mocha
Mooka at the
inside,
end.
mine what? Yeah.
Ah, clever.
Yo.
This is a fun tangle to explore.
I like your version. Very
Thank
cute.
you. Thank you.
What's her version?
The
The
Mooka on the
mocha
inside.
inside.
And then what's your version?
Outside.
Okay. The mocha tail.
Oh. Okay lah, very good lah.
Mm.
This looks terrible. No. I like this. I'm gonna stick with this. Okay.
Actually, the inside C always throws me off. I find my way, and then until the C, I lose my way. You get what I mean?
Slowly. The busy. Today's tangle need more time to focus.
Yeah. This is the first time in an Instagram live that I've gone to the person's stream 3 times.
Ildica, why so complex?
Do you think she's getting back at us for something?
What? No lah.
Random thought. Hmm. Maybe we
Haha,
overwork her.
problem. Yeah, she's like, haha, the problem now.
Give her too many assignments. Too many projects. Wow, we're all concentrating so hard. How to answer questions like that?
I'm finishing.
No
Either
need to answer.
cannot answer question or draw wrongly.
Yeah.
Choose one.
One at a time.
Yeah, want to answer questions or you want to draw wrong?
Wait, let me go at today's questions. Okay lah, they're not very difficult. They're not very difficult. Yeah.
How to multitask?
Well, whenever you are ready, then you let me know.
I think I'm okay.
Susan is like,
Okay,
I'm not
you
ready.
can-
I'm never ready. How about
I'm
that?
off to
Then
a
you
rough
just
start.
answer.
You can ask.
I can ask.
Mm.
Okay, so there are 5 questions. And then every first live show of the month, right? We have been giving shout outs to our favorite
Oh, God.
our friends.
Oh.
Yeah, so I will give you all another like 5 minutes before I start. But one of the questions will be, give a shout out to 3
What?
of your CZT friends.
What if I never make friends this month? Then how?
Then too bad for you.
Can I
Go
just
and
shout
make
out
friends.
some non-CZT people?
No.
Then I will skip the question.
Maybe later on when we reach 100 episodes and we have covered all our CZT friends, then I'll let you
I got
suck
no
in.
CZT friends. Then how?
Liar.
Why liar? I mean, you don't have
How can you have no CZT friends?
no CZT friends.
If
Who
you
did we
want,
feature? Do we have a running list of who we featured?
if you are a new CZT, okay lah, maybe you still haven't met people, right?
CZT acquaintance
But
I
then
have
you
lah.
have been you can
CZT friends, Susan,
Aiyo, I
Debbie.
tell you, this person
My mother.
Thank you,
is really
Stephanie.
horrible.
Johnny.
my mother. 没有了。
Recycle the list. Oh no.
I go search who we featured before. Hold on. Yeah, please continue.
This is very poor showmanship.
This is the most
Celebrating-
difficult question.
Celebrating 50
Yeah, so I
anniversaries
give you all extra time already.
of rubbish.
So naughty.
Shout out. Who wants to make friends with me?
Yo!
Must be CZT.
You can name the people that someone else has named before, but you cannot name the same person that you yourself have named before, okay? There's one that's very obvious, what? The one who did Mookacirque. Hey, the both of you are.
Can.
So both of you are going to say Ildica. Is it? So rubbish.
We like her a lot.
So we mentioned twice.
Very good.
Well, I did give a heads up previously that this will be a recurring question, so haha, you all never listen to me.
Yeah, we listen, but
Never.
cannot find what.
Yeah,
I
'cause you
know
never
you will
make
ask
friends.
then. Oh, yeah, I never make friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then friends.
yeah.
Let's go and text
I'm waiting for
people.
people to 送上门 but nobody come.
Yo, troll Facebook. Be like, do you want to be friends with me?
Yo, sounds so pathetic though. Like, yo.
Or sound less pathetic. Do you want to be featured on our Instagram live session?
Yeah.
You all very cheapskate eh. Then from now on, everybody that you meet will be like, I don't want to be featured eh. I just want to be your friend. I don't want to be announced like in public.
Also can.
Aiyo. So, are we ready?
Can.
Susan?
Just not really.
Not really.
Okay, then we wait for Susan.
You need 3, right? You can go first.
No, you don't have to start with this question. We can start with other question first. Then give you all more time.
Okay, keep it last.
Okay, keep it last.
While we stress search for people.
Yeah.
Well, I remember Susan answered an inquiry from a CZT recently.
Also, that one can be friends also, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, like that, like that a lot, eh?
Okay, then good lah. A lot good, right? See, I solved a problem for you.
But then I do not know them well. Only reply a message, one message. Then how do I?
Yeah,
It's a
so make
CZT
friends, right?
Americans.
Hello, make friends. Last time, once upon a time, we also don't know Susan Yo, right?
Then after I 送上门 lah. So I waiting for someone 送上门.
So horrible. Have what? The one who designed this Tangle also 送上门 what?
Yeah, that one really is 送上门.
Yeah, that one really is 送上门. Then you can say Joni also what? Why you cannot say Joni? So you got 2 already. Okay, we start on the another question. You go and think of the third one. We help you with 2 already. Right? Okay. Okay, so are we starting from the back or the front?
From the front lah.
From the front.
Please say Susan.
Okay.
There's a reason why she write the questions this way.
No.
I'm very scared.
Okay, so we start from the front, huh? Okay, what short-term goals do you have? Name at least 2.
Short-term
goals. Yeah.
What short-term goals? In terms of what? Artistic?
Whatever lah. Just in general, short-term goals ah. Don't tell me next year, okay? Short-term.
Inktober Tangle.
Yo, I suddenly got a very bad feeling that someone is going to give me some rubbish answer.
Never. Mine is Inktober Tangles. That's the short-term goal.
You already completed already what?
Yeah, like completed the handout and all. Then still need to be participating in it.
That wasn't really a very short-term goal considering that you started work when?
6 months. Yeah,
yeah
6 months
I know.
prior. Then got some people tell me, will November have a monthly, daily challenge? I'm like, wow, I prepare for 1 already. so stressed. So yeah, don't have, yeah.
But there is one in November, right? Is it Gretty Tangle or something?
Oh yeah, but the host of Gretty Tangle said she can't do it this year, so she's asking
so
someone
she
else.
was looking for someone. Maybe she found already.
I think so, hopefully. All the best to her.
It's
I don't know how she will do it though.
late to find
I was gonna say
sub, right?
Yes.
I mean so next year for FYIC, so the fragment challenge that we host. For next year FYIC, I have a new co-host, and it's none other than Ildica Boyd. I don't think she can sleep tonight. It's 10 o'clock at her place. I think. No. It is 8 o'clock at her place. Maybe she's sneezing.
Poor thing. In bed.
Why today? Yeah. So my co-host, Ildica, and I will be hosting in January. So I actually told her way ahead in advance. I think I asked her, so I invited her to join me. I suspect it's June or July. So I really give people a very advanced kind of warning system. The idea is that if she rejects me, then I need to look for someone else lah, right? Yeah, so that's why I need advance warning.
Notice.
Yeah. So is that one of your short-term goals?
Yeah, so I want to clarify the creating of a handout and like asking people for permission to use their tangles. That's like part one of it, like the back end thing.
Uh-huh.
And then the more active thing that I think I would struggle with more is the keeping
Hosting?
up. Yeah, the keeping up day to day. Cause really, 30 days back to back is no joke.
Yeah.
To be active and like comment and the amount of volume, I really appreciate that there are more and more people participating the challenge. But at the same time, as a host, it's like a good problem to have. As you have more and more people participating, you feel more stretched out because you do want to comment on people's tiles, you do want to feature them. But as more and more people join, your attention gets spread.
So this is your short-term goal, is it?
Yeah, to be more active in participating in the actual Inktober tangles. Like
In the
comment.
socialization?
Yeah, correct. Because I think last year,
what happened?
the first 2 weeks was okay. Then the last 2 weeks I ran out of steam. Then I was like, forget it. But I feel
Last
that
year, I actually
I shouldn't do
commented
that.
so much that people
Yeah.
thought I was hosting, you know. Then after I was like, oh dear, I better take a step back.
Should
Cause
keep
I
your
don't
mouth
want,
shut.
yeah. I don't want to comment anymore. Yeah, so I took a step back a little bit now, but I've been also commenting. I think the group admins do help you a lot though in the group. I
Of
think
course.
it's the non-group that
Yes,
you
correct.
worry about because as
Correct.
long as in the group, right, you will get the notification, right?
Yes,
But the
correct.
non-group people very difficult. So it's the same
Yes.
thing for FYIC
So
also.
sometimes like 10 days after the person posted, then you like randomly find the person on Instagram. Then you're like, oh my god, the person has been like posting for the whole 15 days. And only now that you see, then you start to like like their post, and then you're like, oh,
I
I'm
think
just
it's
seeing
okay,
this.
what? As long as
Yeah
you
lah,
have
but you feel bad
acknowledged
lah.
them.
You feel bad.
Well, you shouldn't feel bad because sometimes it's the algorithm that affects, you know. So
Or
sometimes
they
it's
don't
kind of
tag
like
you. That's the problem.
yeah, and then the algorithm only shows you people that have actually interacted
Either
with
tag
you.
you, yeah.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
it's very annoying to have the algorithm. So I actually I was sharing with Stephanie, right, that I have an Instagram account that is blank, you know, just meant to be a blank account where the algorithm doesn't kick in. It's very difficult to maintain such an account because the algorithm keeps deciding what they think you want to see, you see. Yeah, so I have one for the purposes of just being like uninfluenced by the algorithm. So do you have your second short-term goal already?
Is it supposed to be 2?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, you can think of the second one. I can go and talk about either I can talk about my short-term goal or you Susan can talk about her short-term goal.
I have one,
Okay, you
which
talk
is
about your one first.
to prepare the upcoming my online class with which is we start next week. So the one we still there's maybe is during the registration. Yeah. But this is the one of the short-term goal to have more people to join in, then to prepare the class, all those things. Then the second one.
Wait. You need to
Yeah.
elaborate on what class this is. This is a
Oh.
Mandarin class? Tangle
Yes, it's
class?
a Mandarin class, Tangle class. Yeah. So because almost every month we have the class with the Malaysian students, which
Did
is
it pause?
conducted in online. Sorry?
Did it pause? Did y'all take a break?
Yeah, normally we have 6 classes in 2 months.
6.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we have 2 weeks to rest.
Oh.
Yeah.
6
This is something that I
classes in 2
plan.
months.
Yeah,
So
because
6 weeks
yeah,
You're
6
on
weeks.
6 weeks
6 consecutive weeks, is it? Or is it like
Yeah,
maybe
yes, consecutive week.
okay.
Then rest for 2 weeks. so that I can
Is
have a
it
rest then to do the
is it also then the students can do homework? Take what they learn and then own self go.
yeah, I think
Homework.
also it's good for them also to
Oh.
喘气. Otherwise too stressed like going to school every week have to submit the assessment, all those things. Yeah.
How come it is 6 like? It's because there's 3 of you, is it?
One of the reason is that, but the other reason
Okay.
is that we just need have a break lah. We just want to have break.
No, but because there's 6 of you, so my calculation is that each one take 2, you know.
They
Oh, it's
sian
okay.
of the
I think I
students.
can't remember. I remember that during the Chinese New Year, I think both of you invited also. We have
Yeah.
only 4 weeks. So on
Yeah,
the fourth
so
week, then 3 of us will
do
teach
together.
together. Yeah.
I remember that one. So cute. Then Debbie, can I interject here?
No, I know what
Why?
you're going to say already.
I
You're
want to
going to
say
steal her. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Continue
Cannot.
with the same. Why cannot?
Cannot. Where got like that one?
Why cannot?
Hey.
This is 骚扰.
Must be fair, what? Oh, Steph.
Exactly, Susan.
Come, come.
I also want to say I also
No,
preparing
no,
for
no, 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 no.
birthday classes. It's called Claim Your Calm. It's Debbie and I are co-teaching
Aiyo.
it. You can go to our
Yeah, I
Eventbrite.
knew I was coming, you know. I tell
Our
you,
Eventbrite is
I can read her mind. When she's up to no good, right? I know it, you know.
our Eventbrite is
This is for good,
Ah,
7f5r.eventbrite.sg. You can go sign up for it.
Hello,
So.
it's not advertisement.
It has become now.
This is our project, yeah.
Yes.
So we can mention.
Oh my goodness. 笑死我 laugh until want to.
I tell the both of you, very naughty.
Okay. Debbie, you go think of one. You say one, then I will go and think of another one. Okay? I
I
be
thought
Google.
you said 2 already, what?
You say cannot, what?
Yeah, I don't want to give you a third
But
one. It's come on, another nonsense one, I tell you.
Okay, you go, you say. I will think of another one.
Okay, so I have a short-term goal, which is to clear all of my backlog projects. So because I've been so busy with CZTAE, I really have a lot of things that are waiting for me to be done because I run a lot of things for the studio, like the accounts. And when CZTAE is in the registration phase, there's a lot of admin work to do, as well as payments coming and going and DHL and stuff like that. So in terms of time-wise, I have been very tied up. I've been barely functioning, barely tangling. And also, I guess my short-term goal is to finish all of the things that I want to do, which is probably not possible lah. One of the projects that I have is I want to finish this project that I started, which is kind of like, you know, the Zentangle decals. So I bought a bunch of Zentangle decals, and then I thought what fun it would be to sort of like tangle around them. I have one more here, I think, that I just colored. So yeah, stuff like that. So I just want to quickly finish this and then sort of like I actually have an idea behind doing all this, but I'm not sure whether it would be a feasible class plan because I know that shipping costs a lot for some people, especially if they're buying from, sorry, I should zoom out. I just realized. If they're buying from Zentangle Inc. So decals, although they are not expensive per se, the shipping can sort of throw people off budget. So my idea was probably along the lines of creating a class around something like that, but how to minimize the cost for the people who can't afford shipping and you know,
Get them to
ordering
use
in
their
and
own
stuff.
sticker.
Yeah, but then don't have the Zentangle art lah.
They don't have lah. Too bad for them lor.
Yeah, then it loses the.
Too bad.
I tell you what, see this.
Okay. I got my other one. I also got something to add to the. Remember one episode where you were like, "What do you want to be remembered for?" Then I was like, "I want to be remembered for my nonsense."
Oh my
So,
gosh.
so in another episode of
Maybe I should have
Stephanie's
asked that question in the first place.
Stephanie's episodes of nonsense, I got something new to update you. Okay, so my other short term goal is
To make
like
more
that.
nonsense.
No, sorry. I do not ask for nonsense. The nonsense just naturally come to me, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
So my other short term goal is to, like Debbie said, we're very busy. Were very busy with CZTAE registration, CZTAE 2022 registration. So now that I have more time, I'm like Debbie. I would like to finish some projects, but more importantly, I would like to add new Thinkific classes to our Thinkific.
Why is everything an ever?
It's not an ever. It's really something that are we not working on it? We are, right? You just finished one tile. So it's something. I never do advertisement. It's just
I
that
really pity our viewers. How have they survived like 50
50.
episodes?
It's gonna be 1 year of nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyways, in another episode of Stephanie and her nonsense. So when we moved into this studio, it's a very nice studio that I'm currently at. Debbie was nice enough. She was like, you know what, you should leave some cutleries in this studio so that if let's say you're having lunch here, you don't have to get the disposable ones. You can have nice ones. So she brought over this plastic fork and spoon in the little box, and then she
There's
bought 2
chopsticks
sets.
as well.
Yeah, so it's like a convertible. The bottom part is a fork and a spoon, then the other side is a chopstick, so you can like turn it this way and it becomes chopsticks. Anyways, there was one teal colored, one brown colored. It's very nice, and then she kept it here. For the longest of time, I was using them, and I kept using the brown one, and then the teal one was set aside for her, for Debbie. And then one fine day, I'm eating my lunch, and then pop! I snapped one of the, I don't know whether it's a fork or the spoon.
How is this your short-term goal?
It's not a goal, it's just another episode of nonsense that I just want to share with you. So I snapped it in half. I was like, oh my gosh. So throw it away, never mind. So I threw out the whole thing. I threw out the whole box.
She didn't tell me, you know. Yeah, she
I
didn't
didn't
tell me
tell
when
her.
she broke the first one. When the first one broke, right, an honest person will be, oh, I'm sorry I broke it. She didn't. She waited until... No. She waited until the second one also broke. Then she told me.
The first person I told. So after I broke the first time, I broke the first set. And then my mom came over to visit the studio. And after she was like, oh, where's the other one? I was like, I broke it. Then she was like, where's the box? I'm like, I threw it away. So she was like, for what? You should have given it to me. You kept it, then you can give it to me. And I was like, oh, I'm very sorry. And then...
So you plan to break and then steal my things. Thank you very much.
A week or so later, I broke the second one. I was very sad, so I kept the box. Then after my mom next came to visit, I was like, here you go. She was like, what happened? I broke the second one. Then she stared at me. How do you break 2?
Yeah, exactly. My question also. And then she didn't tell me until she broke the second one also, you know. So I tell her this crook,
So yeah, now we've upgraded to metal cutleries. Hopefully I don't break those.
Oh my god. You can bend them.
Yeah, so wish me all the best. So yeah, join us next week for another episode of Stephanie and her nonsense. Okay, Debbie, what's your second short-term goal?
I actually thought of something, but in between I forgot again. Too exasperating already. Okay, I'll think of another one then.
Susan, do you say 2?
No, not yet. So now it's my turn. Okay.
Now it's your turn.
The second one, I think is the project pack 18. I only did halfway. Still have another half still pending. So we'll try to find the time to complete it. Because I found that recently I don't really finish the whole project pack.
Why?
So
just leave
lazy.
it lah. Don't have to finish.
Don't know. Since
finish the
I
ones
already
that you
bought
like,
since I already bought
Explore
the
on your
project
own,
pack, so
yeah, you know.
Actually,
right,
they give quite a lot of tiles, right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
I think that, you know, there's this OCD thing in us where, oh, I must finish, I must finish. Yeah, then we try and finish for the sake of finishing, right? Then it's not so nice. So
Or
you
you
should take
adapt
it as
it lah.
usual.
You adapt it lah.
Because
You take the
yeah,
idea, then you, or like you mix 2 days together.
Yeah, I still have a couple of tiles that I haven't finished for project pack 18. I don't think I want to do 19 though.
Because 19 is Christmas. Susan and I are doing
Good luck.
on the first day of Christmas. True love, give to me. Who is your true love, Debbie? Is it me?
Myself.
Not even Daniel, poor thing.
Yeah, myself. I had enough of the both of you. I had enough of the lot of you.
Poor thing. Okay, what's your second
He knows
short-term
also,
goal?
I think he also
Yeah.
knows.
No, cheese
Yeah.
is your first love, and then now cannot love already.
I've gotten over it.
So poor thing. We had bad breakup.
We don't talk anymore.
Yeah. I blocked him on my phone. Cheese cannot call me no more.
Goodness. Well, my next goal is not really a short-term goal lah, because I think it's gonna be me forever already, you know. It's gonna be ongoing lah. That's what I'm trying to say. So this year I had a bunch of health scares. Some of you might know. I mean, I think that you don't realize how much your body needs you to pay attention until something like that happens, right? So I've gone through almost the entire of 2022 being unwell physically in various stages. Although I hope that I have managed to suss out most of the issues, I think it's going to be a long-term thing for me because a lot of Asian food is not exactly anti-inflammatory or healthy to begin with, right? So I think for me, a short-term goal would be to sort of like find, I will call it a short to long-term goal lah, okay? Because I think it will need constant adjustments. So I don't think there's like a fixed solution, you know. I think I probably have to keep on adapting. But I think I would like to manage my life a little bit better so that my health is also a bit better. Does that make sense? So one reason why we started the Claim Your Calm series, not that I'm promoting it, but I'm just saying the idea behind it, is because before the pandemic, or rather right up to July of 2020, I had been working part-time as well as running the studio. So I always had that income, sorry, not even extra, because I use that to pay my bills entirely. And the cost of living has just gone crazy in Singapore as well as other parts of the world. And I don't think at this point, well, I know Stephanie and Daniel are very against the idea of me looking for another job or another full-time job or another part-time job because of my health. So therefore, one of the reasons why we started to conceptualize this new series is because of the fact that now my side hustle has become my full-time hustle. And thus, we need to consider running more classes on a regular basis. Actually, it has been something that we always wanted to do lah. It's just that I think, right, Steph? We used to, I mean, originally there was this plan, yeah.
We used to run weekly classes at the studio though.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
this
just
was
COVID
kind of like a
decided to.
continuation from there, right? So it's kind of like a continuation from there. Not to say that this is an advertisement, but it's more of like why we are doing this lah. Because
Yes, it is an advertisement.
no, it's
Buy our
not.
classes and then you can feed her meow meows. Go to
Thank you for
7f5r.eventbrite.sg.
hijacking my.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Thank you for hijacking my short-term goal, Stephanie, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
Yeah, continue.
I'm done already.
You hijack and then you run away.
Yeah. I knew
What
myself.
rubbish. Yeah, so we always wanted to do this lah. It's just that we never had the opportunity. And also now that we have our Thinkific up and everything, so it's kind of like an extension of what we do. Yeah. So hopefully with that, it allows me more time and I can stop. So sometimes I still try and look out for jobs and stuff. So this will take me to another chapter in my life where I finally, well, not say finally, but I don't have to look for another job lah at this in this climate, especially because I think part-time jobs are not easy to come by. I think most people are hiring full-timers now because I think the Singapore government has been giving out grants for hiring full-timers. So that is where the market has gone. And then therefore I'm kind of like lagging behind lah. And also I shouldn't be overdoing. So yeah, it's a bit of everything, I guess. Yeah. So my first short-term goal will be clear my backlog projects, and my second short-term goal is to not so short-term goal is to get my life in order, my health back on track. Yeah. Yeah. Are you done hijacking? Maybe every time when we do 2, right, she should do 3. Huh? What do you think, Susan?
Right, terrible. This is
This is to prevent her from, 捣蛋. Give her more things to think about. Then she won't come and steal our ideas. Why? Good idea, what?
Don't want.
It gives you more opportunity to be remembered for your nonsense.
Yo.
Good idea, right?
Oh.
Okay, the next question is kind of like the next question is actually very simple lah. Okay, it's more of a fun sort of very light-hearted question. Are we ready or not? Or is it when I say it's easy and light-hearted, you all don't believe anymore? Is it?
Yeah, I do believe.
Yeah.
This one very simple, really. Unless you my gosh. Okay. If you were a flower or a plant, what would you be?
Sunflower. Be big
So it's
and
easy what?
obstructive.
See, you know the answer already what?
I'll be big and obstructive.
Yeah, you are actually.
Very loud and in your face.
And then you like yellow also.
Yeah, I like yellow. Oh, Charlotte has updated her favorite color. Now her favorite color is purple. So that's interesting. Last time she was saying, what's your favorite color, Mama? I was like, yellow. She was like, no, yellow is my favorite color. I'm like, yeah, we can both have yellow as our favorite color. No, yellow is my favorite.
You see where she gets it from or not?
Oh my god, it's purple. Okay.
Did you see where she gets it from?
No, I have no idea. Probably my husband.
Rubbish. Your husband can't even tell about the colors. Some of the colors.
Did you know? He came to me one day. Did you know what color chartreuse is? I'm like, excuse me, I do art for a living. Came to me like it's like the newest info that no one has ever heard. So cute, this guy. Yeah, so yellow sunflower. Yes, that'd be nice. Do sunflowers come in other colors? No, right? It's just yellow, right?
It's not sunflower what?
I don't know, you got orange sunflower. Yeah, why are sunflowers yellow? Good question. I will go find out. Susan, what flower will you be?
I do not know what's the name of the flower in
Go and
English,
Google.
but in the okay.
What is it called?
I only know that
What's the Chinese
in
name?
Mandarin, the Chinese name you always call it 9点花 because it blossoms in the morning. Then it's okay, let me check.
Morning glory.
No. It's a very small plant. You go first, I Google.
Fit, is it?
No, I don't think so. Okay, so I don't think I have like a favorite flower or plant at the moment, but I would like to be like the pennywort that I grow. So recently my pennywort, right, you know that very bushy round leaf plant that I sometimes put on Instagram with my tiles? Hello?
The green colour one. Can eat one.
I don't recommend you to eat lah. It's very bitter.
Oh,
And then if I think that it's bitter, I think you will be suffering.
poor thing.
Yeah. Oh, so basically, right? I like the pennywort plant because, right, recently, my pennywort has been going through a very barren stage, you know. And it's a marsh plant, so it actually survives with a lot of moisture in the air and in the soil. So it actually it's usually found by the pond or by the marsh, you know, the kind of well, I would say tropical. Is it tropical? I would say that it's very moist lah, and kind of humid lah, you know, the area that you will find the plant in. So I think I would like the pennywort because I think that it's a very versatile plant. It grows almost anywhere. And it grows easily. It's not a very high maintenance plant actually. Basically, you just need to give it enough water and some sunlight, and then it's fine. So recently, my plant has gone through a barren state, and I started panicking because I've never seen it like that before. And I had this plant for like maybe 3 years now. I think 3 years, maybe. Yeah. So I've had this plant for 3 years, this mother plant for 3 years, which has generated a lot of young shoots, you know. And I think I've given some to Stephanie, I've given some to her mom, I've given some to everybody that I know, you know, because that was how fruitful it was. And recently, when it started, it looked like it's gonna like shed all of its leaves, you know. And I panicked because, yeah, I panicked because it's like, oh no, like, you know, because even so since I
Check
came
out
to
like
my new so since I came to my new place, right, my succulents have been dying like slowly, and I was afraid that the next one will be the pennywort, you know. Yeah,
you follow
yeah,
suit, following the
yeah.
leader.
So I was like, oh dear, what do I do now? So there was a weekend where I just had a bright idea. I don't know why. I don't know. I didn't read any article or anywhere lah. Okay, because I don't know why I didn't Google it lah. Maybe I was just so tired mentally that I just didn't think of a solution. Or think that I needed like a solution from Google lah. So I didn't Google, which was quite odd. Usually I will Google about my plants. So I decided to give it a haircut. So I decided to give it a trim and stuff like that. And then now, about a week plus later, or is it 2 weeks later, it's starting to sprout new babies, like new baby plants.
So
Yeah.
what? You're just being dramatic.
Yeah, you make the sound like you also.
Yeah,
You
man.
make the plant sound like you.
Yeah, man. Why? I'm going to die.
Need some TLC.
Yeah, then haha, just kidding.
Oh my gosh. No, so basically, right now it's like sprouting like new babies, and then like very cute lah. It's getting back into its growing cycle, but it did give me a scare for a while. That's one reason why you probably have not seen it on my Instagram for a little bit. But hopefully, oh yeah. So the good thing about this plant, like I said, it had a lot of shoots, right? Like offshoots. I actually kept some away so that I could propagate them for Susan, I think, the next person. So in between promising Susan the shoots and my plant dying, I have a few saplings here. So I actually planted them first because I was thinking like if they don't make it, I got nothing to give Susan. So I better plant first. So I will give Susan after they have rooted properly and then got new babies, that kind of thinking. So I actually planted Susan's the saplings that are meant for Susan. And those are thriving very well, like in a separate pot from the mother plant, you know? Yeah, so
Very good.
I hope that I can also be like the pennywort, like um multi growth and multitasking, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but I don't want to subsist on water lah. Yeah,
So poor thing.
I still need to eat lah.
Cannot eat this, cannot eat that. Drink
Yeah,
water.
man. I mean, some days it feels like that, because
Okay.
so
Fine.
recently, yeah, so recently everything that I've been eating, some days I can, some days I cannot, So it's been a very stressful eating journey all of this year, and then yeah lah. So that was why I said I hope I can get my life back in order lah, because yeah, because I want to eat lah. I don't love food as much as Susan or Stephanie, but I still need to eat lah. Okay, so that is the plant. As for flower, I can't think of any at the moment. Yeah. Susan, have you found out your
Yes,
九点
I found
花?
it.
What is it?
Thank you to the national park, the website.
Is it
National
is it a
It's
park?
the
Japanese rose?
Portugal. Yes, yes.
Ah,
You're
sure,
right.
sure.
It's a
Yeah,
what?
this is the one.
It's a
Japanese rose.
Oh, Japanese rose.
We got the same website.
Very good. It's also known
Because
as a moss
this one is
rose.
this one is very easy to plant. Is you just pluck it and put it in the soil. Then you will pluck it, take it,
Very violent,
cut
the
it.
boy you are.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, very violent.
Because
Ah.
I think that I do not have the so-called the green fingers, but this plant is quite easy to plant. Then I like to mix. I think there's a time that one of my aunts gave me, because I go and visit her. Then I say, wow, so beautiful, and so colorful. Then says, come, I pluck some for you. Then I just take whatever color that I want. Actually, I took all the colors out and just put it. No, because you just plug it. Yeah, each color I
Plug
take
and play.
is few.
Is it the new meaning of plug and play?
Plug and play. Yeah,
Have
plug
you
and
heard
plant.
of plug and play? Yeah.
Pluck.
Yeah, this is plug and play. Oh my gosh,
Then
that's so lame.
very
Okay,
good.
yeah,
Just put
continue.
it all in one pot. Put it in one pot. Then when the flowers, they're very nice, very beautiful. I like it.
How does
So
it?
you have
How does it grow roots
Here don't
overnight?
have. Huh?
Yeah, how does it survive?
I don't know. It just survive. Just
Oh my
survive
gosh.
in that way. Very easy.
Aiyo.
Very easy.
What is it? Is it a moss
Yeah.
rose? So maybe that's how. It's like moss.
It's a what?
A moss rose.
Actually, I have another plant in my house here. They're very easy also. Next time I give some for you. This
don't
is
want.
even easier, You just
What is
cut
it
it,
called?
then I don't know. I have to buy again.
You know some plants are
Okay, wait, I
not
go and take then show you.
Oh my gosh. Cannot even finish my sentence. Some plants are not safe for cats. That's what I was going to say.
Keep it in your bedroom.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I see the boy, you.
Both are 捣蛋.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god,
What's
Debbie,
up?
this is the 3 part 2.
Ayo.
Look how that. Okay, I will change it.
I tell you
Okay.
Nah, this is the plant.
What is the plant?
Oh,
Then
cute.
this one. Then you just pluck it, then just put on top on the soil. Don't
Then
even
what?
need to plant it.
The
Then
pink
it just grow.
The pink
Then
colour is
the
what?
wind
It's the
won't
leaf.
blow it away.
Huh? This one very easy. Really.
Will the wind blow it away?
No lah. No lah.
5 kilo plant.
Very cute. Next time, I show you. Very nice.
Yo. My house got no space
So-
already.
This one
No,
easy.
really,
Just
really.
one
My
little pot will do.
猫可以吃的吗？
Huh?
No, please don't feed it to my cat. Thank you very much.
This is not the I don't know leh.
猫粮。等下 later it poison the cat. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I don't know. So I have to check. Must be cat friendly.
Like, do you know lily flower is poisonous to cats?
What flower?
Lily.
Oh yeah, that one very common.
Yeah, so lily is my mother's favorite flower. Then got one of her birthdays I bought for her the lily. Then it's not the whole lily that is poisonous, it's the pollen. The pollen that is poisonous to the cats. Then I didn't know. Then one of my cats go and rub herself against the flower, and then she licked herself, and then she had an allergic reaction to it. So we had to rush the cat on my mother's birthday night to the emergency vet. And spend so much money on the taxi, spend so much money on they had to get injection. Yeah. So the one injection, one poke cost a couple hundreds. And my mother is like, what a way to spend my birthday. Then I'm like, very, very sorry.
Cost more than the flowers itself.
Yeah, man. So yeah, never
Cost
again.
more than the cat itself.
My cat is adopted, it's rescue one. No, don't need money.
Cost more than the cat itself.
Yeah, so that's how I found out. So before you buy any flowers or any plants for households that have pets, please check to make sure that the plant is safe for the pet.
Hi, Isaac.
Yeah. Hi, Isaac.
He just wake up.
Okay. So I think that's all right for the question. How are
I don't
y'all
know,
doing
you
for
want
your
to add
tiles?
some more nonsense?
No, that's about it. Oh, not bad. Our tiles look very different today.
Isn't that the point?
No, some weeks got like very similar
Okay,
vibes.
so we skip the CZT shout out first and come back to it later, right?
And I already have
Okay.
3 names though.
Well, good for you.
Good for me.
Okay, for number 4, right? Depending how you see it, I think you both will like the question.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer steamed or boiled veggies and why?
Steam or boil?
Steamed veggie.
Steam or boiled?
I like oven bake. Is there an option? Steam and boil very tasteless.
Yeah, but they are healthy. So which one do you prefer?
Done. I starve.
Then don't eat.
Don't eat. Steam or boil? I guess boil.
Between both lah.
I guess boil.
Why?
I like soups. I don't mind soups. So it's like if you boil it, then it gets turned into a soup. I don't mind that. Steamed is nice if you put some like seasoning on top of it.
Yeah, so which one do you like?
Boil lah, boil. I already said boil. 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 You will like?
I think actually for certain it depends on the vegetable itself. Because for me, right, I think some vegetables, right, they get overcooked very fast when they're boiled. And then after that it will taste horrible when they're boiled.
Mushy.
Yeah. So
Like what kind of vegetable?
some you need to steam them like lightly. So it kind of seals the I prefer steam for some because it seals in the nutrients, right? Whereas when you boil, right, like you say it becomes like a soup, right? So then the nutrients escape into the liquid.
You drink the liquid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but my point is that you can't be possibly always drinking the liquid because let's say you have 5 different types of vegetables, then you boil 5 different types, then you're going to drink 5 different soups.
Boil all in one large soup.
Yeah, like that's if it's meant to be in one lah. But what if you have...
Then you eat soup the whole week. Very good. Very healthy. Susan, you like boiled?
When you
Yes.
come to vegetable, the first thing that I'm thinking of is those green leaves vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Spinach.
that one definitely I will not steam, I will not boil, but I'll just stir fry.
Yeah lah,
Because
but if it's between these two options lah, what is the one that you prefer?
Broccoli is what I thought of.
yeah,
Yeah.
last time when it come to broccoli, I like to boil it after then fry it. But then my mom
Why need
told
to
me that
fry?
no need to be so troublesome. You
Yummy.
just stir fry. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Then because
you
if
overcook it,
you
right?
steam, then the taste very I don't like the taste if overcooked.
Yeah. So no, but steaming, right? You don't have to steam it for so long lah, and then it can be. So one thing I learned recently, right, is that you can control the time it takes to steam an item, right? You don't have to. Last time when we steam an item, you put there for an hour to steam or something
Huh?
like 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
So
depends on
long
it depends on what it is, like fish or whatever, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay,
So
fish okay lah. Vegetable no lah.
certain things you need like 45 minutes to an hour for the steam to cook. Because it's considered low heat, you see, right? It's considered low heat. It's not direct heat. So it takes longer for the thing to cook lah. That's the idea lah. So I've been playing around with the steam oven that I have, and I realized that actually you can actually steam vegetables and they can be very crunchy.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's something that I learned recently only, like because of all my problems. Yeah. So I learned that, and then certain vegetables actually taste nicer when they are steamed. And then some, of course, you need to boil, then the taste is better lah. So it's not every vegetable that tastes horrible when it's steamed. I used to think that everything will be very soggy and everything, like when you
Yeah.
steam it. But actually you can actually control the duration, and then you can have very crunchy. And the good thing about this is that because when it's steamed, right, the nutrients are still inside. So it's as close to eating them raw as possible lah. Although raw is raw is the natural version lah. So there are some days where I'm so tired of eating cold raw vegetables and salads, right? That I actually want I enjoy hot food more than cold food lah. I mean, except for desserts and stuff that are meant to be cold like ice kacang or whatever, right? You can't exactly have hot ice kacang,
Soup
right?
kacang.
Yeah, but you can have like fried ice cream or something like whatever you want lah. Okay, but
Eee.
my point is that what was my point? Yeah, so my point,
What's the point along the way?
yeah, so my point is that it's like it gives me an alternative to eating raw vegetables in terms of salads or smoothies ah. Yeah, so I kind of like steaming my vegetables nowadays. Yeah. Once I found out about this technique lah, then yeah, it helped.
Hmm.
Mm. Actually, when I wrote this, I don't think I steamed my veggies at that point in time. So I don't know why I wrote this. Yeah.
See, happen chance. Very good. Okay, what's next?
So the last question actually, the sequence, right? Because we took out the third question, so we are at the fourth question. Actually, this sequence works very well, because as a lead up to the shout out, right? So I didn't write them in this sequence, but we're answering them in this sequence. And then we took out the give a shout out, which was number 3. And now we're at number 5, which is actually a very good prelude to number 3. So the sequence was very good. Yeah, this is all unplanned. So number 5, what does the CZT community mean to you? Why?
Susan, you want to go first?
Okay, CZT community to me is like you won't feel going alone. You always have some people out there to maybe
Some people
if
out
you
there.
find any problems, you can ask them. Yeah, then I think the community is very important in different way. Last time maybe some people might think that oh if in the same country or maybe same city there's other CCT, then maybe they will like we are fighting for business. But I think if you don't think in that way, you will gain a lot. If
But there
you
are
think
some
of
people
that
still
the
think like
punch,
that, you know.
yeah, you cannot
Yeah. Okay,
you
continue.
cannot help
Sorry.
other people to think in
Yeah.
that way because initially maybe if let's say we are in a city that there's a lot of CCT, you might feel the same as well. But if let's say you change your mindset to like maybe partnership with people or maybe work together to have some event or everything, then you will find that you are very you have a lot of support
So
in a very
Susan,
healthy support.
your solution is 去送上门啊，去找
The
人送上门。
送上门 is only just trying to like have fun, then kepo kepo like that. Yeah. Since I'm here, so offer to help to pack the kids. Yeah, that's the 送上门. But didn't think too much about. And then when the time that I offer that want to help to pack the kids, right? I do not think about like partnership or whatever. Because it's just have fun.
凑凑热闹。
No,
凑凑
because
热
at that
闹.
point we don't really know each other what. So it's not appropriate to think until so far lah, right or not?
Yeah lah, that's why is the the kaypoh one ah to
给自己
have
添麻
fun
烦。
then 没有 that time is not thinking about 添麻烦 but that time is like okay I get someone to know more people. Yeah, because before that I didn't know both of you. Actually I found that I really like your Facebook very long
Oh, is
time
it?
ago, but just that yeah, you see you don't know me, I know you.
Recently I had a notification
About
Now
Susan
what?
you like Tangle Pursuits. Then I was like,
Ah,
哈，现在才去
no, I think that one is
that one's
the
auto.
page, is it? That one is the page.
Tangle
My
Pursuits.
page, if not wrong. Yeah,
Oh, her
No,
because
then I was
page,
like,
her page.
huh? Now
it's
then
the
like,
page.
okay lor, okay
She
lor.
suddenly remembered. Oh yeah, I haven't like.
Yeah,
Suddenly, oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, wow.
Now then like
Yeah, now
straight
then like, yeah, after how many years?
now better than ever. Rectify
Never.
the error.
Yeah.
Then in the back of my head, right? So I don't know why I had this I don't think Susan actually did it lah, okay, but in the back of my mind, I had the 奸笑, you know, the Susan 奸笑.
Why?
When she liked
In
the
what
page.
circumstances?
I don't know. It's just funny ah.
Hey yo. I'm good in ha 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 ha, but not 奸笑 lah. The 奸笑 is just for fun.
So funny. So Steph,
Yes.
why suddenly so quiet?
Can't remember the question already. What was the question?
Ayo, ask lah. What does the CZT community mean
Oh
to
yes.
you?
Yes.
Why?
What is the CZT community?
So you laugh until you forget.
I so
Yeah.
invested in the story until I forget the
Yeah.
question. What is the CZT community? It means joy, and opportunities. Yeah, cause I know like some people like went to the CZT seminar to get certified. It's just like for fun or like just to connect with Rick and Maria, because I know like a lot of people, they find Zen Tangle, then for example they have like pre-existing conditions like depression or anxiety, or they have what is it called? Perhaps they had like an accident, then they are struggling with their hand grip, or like they are struggling with pain. So they find Zentangle and then it helps to change their life for the better. So in that position, you want to thank the person that created the method. So maybe they join the seminar just so that they can meet Rick and Maria and tell them how thankful they are for Zentangle in person lah. Of course, like if you have the abilities to pay for the trip, then that's great lah. It's a great privilege. Yeah, but for me, I went specifically because I felt that there was not art classes in Singapore geared towards children that enabled them to think creatively. Yeah, it was very structured programs, which is not a bad thing, but it was also, I think, very commercialized, where if you're 8 years old, you are put in this grade, which is not how I think art should be taught. So I went there from a business perspective. I went to get certified from a business perspective. And it did work out. It did bring me a lot of opportunities, but on a bigger scale, it also brought a lot of connections with people whom I would otherwise have never met if I was like just doing like fine arts, like just running my own studio, teaching like acrylic painting. I don't think I would have met all of these great people. Not just other Zentangle teachers, but also students whom have changed my life for the better. Yeah, so there is something precious about those connections that you make.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
CZT community.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Also Zentangle teachers, but also Tanglers as well. Yeah.
You're trying to save it, is it?
Yes. It's interlinked, in a way.
I didn't say it's not interlinked lah,
Yeah.
but my point is
Teasing.
don't veer
Don't
off
veer
more.
too far away.
Yeah. She is very good at veering off, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very good. I think among all of us, I think she's the best one.
Don't know whether it's an ability or a downside.
Then her ability is that she can get the whole team veer off with her.
Very good.
Not just herself. She
Join us next
the whole
week
team
in
will
another
along.
episode of Stephanie's nonsense. Then suddenly I feel like these triangles look like watermelons. Then I'm thinking, should I add seeds and a rind to it? But then I'm like, later I'm going to spoil it. Look like watermelon, right?
Why cannot be pizza slice?
Oh yeah!
The tomato.
What's all of this? I thought, yeah. Okay, anyways, yeah. That's for me. That be you, leh.
You know the part where Stephanie said that, you know, it brought her to meet a lot of people that she wouldn't otherwise meet, right? Somehow, right? I feel, you know, like students say 屁股痒痒.
What?
Yeah. Like, I think she's talking about me. Yeah.
Very good. A lot of people lah, not just you lah.
Oh, is it? Then why you don't harass them? You harass me?
You're the closest one lah.
Yeah, so you met a lot of people, right? So you technically can harass a lot of people, right?
It's not. I don't know them the way I know you, but
Yeah, so why is it me? I very unfair.
I don't know. Your previous life, you owe me.
I
owe me
want
a
to
living.
complain. Johnny,
Take it up to
where are you?
Take it up to God.
Johnny is like, can I help you?
Jojo, that day my mom told me, you know Debbie, the amount of nonsense she put up with you, only I can understand. I'm like, oh my God, Ma.
What was this about?
I don't know, but every time she meet me,
Where does this come from?
we always like veer towards certain topics. So yeah.
What triggered this one though?
I don't know. And then on a separate note, when my mom came to studio, she drank coffee. Then apparently she dripped the coffee all over the studio floor. Then Debbie had to clean it up.
So I cleaned. Then how come got someone?
Another one.
Then got someone.
Very good.
Yeah. Then I thought I finished already, you know. Then when Susan came, right, I saw oh dear, I better clean before Isaac steps on it.
So I told my mother, see you come to our studio, then it's dirty. Then she, I'm so sorry.
No lah, I think very hard to see. Because I think that day when we went, it was a bit brighter. But the day that she went, it was probably raining. Probably was raining. So I think the lighting also, because the floor is quite a dark grey. Yeah. Yeah.
Just teasing her, just disturb her.
Very funny.
Okay, your turn.
So for me, right, I guess when I came on board, which was earlier than as a CCT, which was earlier than Stephanie and Susan, I was a bit shocked. So I was a Tangler before I became a CCT. And one of the reasons why I got certified was because I felt that the community, the tangling community, was very open and welcoming to people, and also just participating in the challenges at that point in time, right? Got to meet a lot of people and had a lot of good discussions, and also a lot of these people that I met later on also got certified themselves. So it was kind of like I knew them even before they were CZTs, and then there were some people who, very ironically, after they became CZTs, I felt that they changed. Like
For the worse.
I wouldn't say for better or worse lah, but the approach that they no longer talk to other tanglers, some of them.
We have very close talk.
Then some of them would like, oh, now that I'm a CZT, right, I'm not going to socialize with other
better than you.
competing CZTs, like Steph said, like Susan said, and then there were people who would tell me that, I used to talk to so and so and so, and then after she became a CZT, right, she just dropped me, like don't want to talk to me already, and then I'll be like, huh, is it? Like, I mean, to me, it's like you are still a human being, one. Does being a CZT, make you grow an extra something, or a brain or something? I don't know. So for me, it was at that era where CZTs were operating in this manner that I felt a bit disappointed. I felt like, why? Like, I mean, we joined because the community is so warm and friendly, right? Then why are we as CCTs not nurturing that community also? So I think I saw it as something that a CCT should do, like not just earn the money teaching the art, but also to build the community that is surrounding the art method, which is Zentangle. So if you look at Zentangle Inc. at that point in time, right? Zentangle Inc. also has come a long way, and there are a lot of things that are different now. So in the past, there were no project packs, for example, and then you can't really socialize with the Zentangle Inc. Founders or the Zentangle founders unless, like Stephanie said, unless you visited them at a seminar. So because of that, right, there was like all kinds of other challenges and interesting stuff that cropped up. In fact, I think Inktober Tangles is one of those things that appeared because at that point there was no such thing as project packs. There are no such thing as YouTube, free videos on YouTube for you to watch, for example, right now. So at that point in time, right, a lot of the things that were on offer in terms of Zentangle were put up by CZTs. And I think that also contributed to the fact that some CCTs found it difficult to remain like distinct from other CCTs, and then so therefore they feel that they need to protect their brand. None of this is wrong lah, because basically we are all not partners when we get certified. We are just all CCTs, all trying to grow our business, or trying to grow our practices. So none of this is wrong. I guess it's just people have different approaches, to running their own business and different styles. So none of this is wrong. But I see that, if let's say I'm a CCT and I don't do something that benefits the community, then I may not be a very effective CZT lah. If I only want to help the people who pay me money at class, then that's not to me helping the Tangling community, because that's just earning my keep. That's just paying my bills, you know. So when I started hosting swaps and stuff like that, I got to meet a lot of people also who not necessarily CZTs. And I found that, you know, it's true lah. You know, you meet them when they were before they were CZTs. Doesn't mean that later on they won't become CZTs. So a lot of the friends that I have, right, which is one reason why I keep prodding Stephanie and Susan to go and make friends, right, in the community, is because, right, these are friendships that I still count on until today. They have not left, or rather, we have not changed lah. Basically, like, you know, you don't suddenly become a different person, like, just because you are certified or not. Yeah, so a lot of these things come into play, especially when we are trying to grow the business. So for Steph and I, this is now, well, I used to have like I said, I used to have a part-time job and stuff. So for Steph and I, this is now our full-time gig most of the time. And how sustainable can you be by yourself? You know, so this is one area where I try to think outside the box a lot in terms of collaborating with more and more CZTs. It's not because, oh, I want to conquer and I don't know. You know, there's nothing to compete about lah in my books. You know, there's room for everybody, especially now that everything is online. I don't see it like some people do see it. I think everything should be more or less open, like level playing field. And of course, I also do my part in terms of empowering the CZTs in our community, not just collaborate with them, but also provide them with platforms to teach, platforms to outreach, co-host challenges with us and stuff like that. So I'm very glad that people actually don't write me off. Well, maybe they used to write me off, some of them. They used to write Stephanie off as well. But you know, gradually, because we have a proven track record, people tend to trust us a little bit more. Stephanie trusts me a bit more, I think. Yeah. And if Steph, you are articulating, right, you are on mute because I cannot hear you at all.
I'm not.
Oh.
You want to
Yeah,
do it?
usually at this point she will interject.
Yeah, I had a few times where I muted myself. I'm like, no, just shut up. People finish their thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do appreciate, I mean, the people that we have worked with over the years, which is why I think, you know, this shout out segment, right, is something that we can use to show our gratitude and also remind us to be mindful of the people that we meet through our day-to-day work. I mean, I'm here, I don't know, maybe Steph and Susan have like a different perspective on this, but I'm here partly because of the people who are in Zentangle, you know. I got certified to teach Tangle because I believe in the method. I believe the method helps people, and I believe that, you know, generally, there are many good CZTs out there. Not necessarily good artists CZTs, but CZTs who care about like people's development, you know, and people's growth and how they are doing, you know. And if you haven't met a CZT who is worth befriending, then I would encourage you to look for someone whom you can befriend, because there are many gems out there. There are many good people out there. And I think this shout out is geared towards that purpose lah, to highlight to people that, you know, it's not just us that do this, you know, there are other people who are almost as nice or nicer, even some of them. I think some of them are nicer than us. We are pretty snarky sometimes. Yeah.
I think Susan and I are like very antisocial. Susan, if it's not for them, we would just be in our little shell, minding our own business. What CCTA?
Yeah.
No CCTA. CZTAE for what? We just be by ourselves.
I think before I joined CZTAE, right, I only know the CZT from maybe in Malaysia and Singapore through the social media. Yeah, then I do not know anyone from other country like Japan or US or New Zealand or this.
And
Yeah, only
even
until CZT.
and even better, even
Even what?
Singapore CZT, I also don't know if it's not for Debbie. Masterclass? What masterclass? No masterclass. No coffee with anyone. I just be by myself. The only CZT I know is my mother. That's it.
Okay.
So at least at least we know some people. But it's okay. Now we got Debbie. Debbie help us to
Yo.
balance.
No, you are still thinking of 3. Hello? You are
I
not
got-
getting
I
She's
got-
trying to help us to
think-
make friends.
Yes. Be more sociable. Stop being
Yeah,
by
man.
yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Cannot be by yourself.
Yeah, man. I think okay, I think the world has changed so much, in the time that we have become CCTs until now.
Yeah.
You know?
Last time don't have
So,
like online seminar
Yeah.
and all, right?
And my point is that you can only hide in your own shell so long,
Mm.
How long are you gonna hide, right? And I've got so I mean when I say this I'm not trying to boast now, okay? Because there's no point, right? But you see when we host CZTAE, right, we are essentially talking to so many people at one go, right? Did you understand what I mean? Not like even in if it's just answering a message or answering an inquiry, but you are practicing networking. Whenever you are dealing with something CZTAE, right? And you can't run a event like CZTAE on such a large scale if you only talk to one person. I mean, if you
Talk
are
to
a
Debbie.
participant, very good lah. You don't want to socialize. That one is up to you. Although we do host socials and everything, we encourage like our instructors and our participants to mingle, right? But if you choose not to, no one's going to stop you also. It's your choice, right? But my point is that why are you stopping yourself? What is the thing that is holding you back? And who knows, maybe the person you talk to today, right, could be your collaborator tomorrow on a new project that you have never thought of.
That's something I was going to say. I was going to say the future is collaborative. You have
Correct.
to join projects, join forces with other people and gain influence, gain inspiration from other people in order to sustain yourself for the long run.
See, when it comes to a brand, right, and maybe I've said this before, but when it comes to a brand, and you are constantly only promoting yourself, after a while, people get very tired. So like all the advertisements that we put up, accidental or otherwise, looking at Stephanie,
Not accidental, per person.
yeah, or otherwise what I said, right? So my point is that you can promote yourself as much as you want, but your audience will grow tired eventually, you see. And that is where I think there is room for collaboration. There's room for growth. So you don't just always speak about the same thing all the time, you see. So it's kind of like an ongoing conversation for yourself as a creator. And I think we are seeing a new era completely also. I mean, I'm not saying that we started the era or whatever. It's just that the pandemic So I've actually spoke to a couple of CZTs who actually asked me, like, how did I? So one of the person actually used the word manipulate, which I think is very rude So someone asked me a question a couple of months ago, I think, like, how do I manipulate? How do I manipulate all these people? I'm like,
Excuse me, so rude.
So I had a moment of like, huh? I had this moment, like all the question marks going on. Then I was thinking maybe it's like a translation error, like a translation error. Like you want to say one thing, but the app says something else, kind of translation error. Yeah. So what she was trying to say is that how do you influence so many people? And then I'm like, I influence a lot of people, man.
To do what? What you mean in terms of CZTAE or what?
Yeah, so I was very confused as well. And and I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
Debbie.
I've
You're starting a cult,
never.
Debbie.
I've never thought about influence anybody, you know. Like seriously, all I care about is I need to eat vegetables every day. I need to make sure I
meal.
don't overcook my vegetables. I need to feed my cats. You know, that's my day to day, you know. You can ask Ildica. I was telling Ildica, like, you know, we are planning for her visit and stuff, right? And then she's like, never mind, I just want to go where locals go. I'm like, excuse me, we are very boring locals over here. Like all I do is
hill.
yeah, I know,
Not even a
right?
hill.
Like yeah, so I actually told her that I'm like the most boring person you ever meet, you know. Like cause basically I just do a lot of work. I just tangle a lot, and then if I'm not at home, I'm at studio. You know, I don't have a life, you know. And then I get questions like that. I don't know how to answer also. So I told the person, I said I don't think it's about influencing anybody or manipulating. You know, like I just started out as a tangler, and then this is where I ended up, you know. And different people have different endpoint. Maybe for now, my you know, for now this is where I am, but it's not going to be where I'm staying for sure, right? So you have to have the heart also. You cannot just go into I want to make X amount of dollars. It just doesn't work like that, lah.
You can try. Tell us how it goes.
I don't think they want to tell you how it goes, right? Then you'll make X amount of dollars for yourself and not for them, right?
I don't think it'll go well, that's my point.
Then if they come and then they tell you you're supposed to console them, is it?
No, I'll laugh at them.
How does it work?
Told you.
Yo, so bad. Oh my goodness.
I never say I was nice. I'm very upfront about how
So-
awful I am.
So usually I'm very careful about answering these type of questions lah, because I'm like, I don't even see myself as a hello, my Instagram account only got 3,000 people. Influence what? I can't even call myself an influencer. You get what I'm trying to say or not?
Got micro influencer. Now it's the latest thing.
Yeah, they can call it whatever they want lah. But my point is that I'm not a professional influencer. You know, yeah. I just believe in community and sharing and giving back lah. Yeah, I mean, if we can donate the money together, right? If we can join forces, why not? That's my goal. I'm not promoting CZTAE. It has closed already, by the way. Please don't write in to ask us to.
Please come next year.
Yeah, next year, yeah.
No
So basically, I'm not advertising. I'm just explaining why it is so closely tied to my feelings for the community. It's because it was created and made for the community. That was why we started this in the Singapore network of CZTs. Yeah. So it's kind of like it's kind of tied to why I believe in being a CZT also lah. So kind of where they say that you cannot replace passion, then this is it lah. You can spend a lot of money on like branding and design and stuff like that, but you can't beat someone with a true motive. How about that? Yeah.
Authenticity.
Yeah. I'm not doing this for myself. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
You're doing this for your cats to buy canned food for them.
Not even, man. You know how much they eat? I don't even think it's enough.
A lot. That's why. Ladies and gentlemen, please claim your account.
Aiyo, my gosh. Can we stop the advertisement or not?
It's a joke. But hey, if you join, I don't mind.
It's getting very... Oh my gosh.
If you join, I don't mind.
Okay, who haven't answered yet?
I answered already. Susan answered already. Yeah, everyone answered.
Oh, everyone answered. Okay, so then now is the last question. I give you another additional, especially Susan Yo. Give Susan Yo additional 5 minutes to think.
I can go first.
You go first, then if you
can go
pick
first.
hers, then she's going to say she got no one else.
No, I won't pick hers, don't worry.
How you know you won't pick hers?
I won't pick hers. Okay, my first one is Heidi
What if
K.
it happens?
Yeah, shush. My first one is Heidi K. If it happens, then I will 让你, okay? Susan, I will give to you. Okay?
Yo.
Okay, first one, My first one is Heidi K.
You see these two crooks,
So she came out with this Inktober Tangle series based off of
Class.
my Inktober Tangles 2022 prompt list. So I think it's Inktober Without Fear is what she called it. Yeah, so very interesting, and she very nicely donated to me, even though because she used my list, even though she didn't need to. So she very nicely asked for my prompts in advance. She came out with a whole class series. So I'd like to give her a shout out right now. I think it's more apt. It's a very apt time.
Overdue shout out.
No, I did shout her out on my own personal Instagram as well. Good heavens.
No, but it's an overdue shout out because she actually contacted us much earlier than this.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Heidi K.
Yeah,
is
this
one.
is like the broken chopstick part 2, you know?
Very
Like
good.
break 2 already, then you say so.
Yes. At least break one also, but at least got some excuse, right? Like, it's just the chopsticks.
Yeah,
of
but she only
shogi.
does it to me. I don't know why leh.
I don't know how to. It's like the pig. If you're tuned in to the earlier episode, drop pain on Debbie's couch. So this is part 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Heidi K, yeah, thank you so much for creating a series based on Inktober Tangles. I'm very flattered, and I hope it's a very successful series. Last I heard, you had like more than a dozen sign-ups. Very happy for that. That was like much earlier, last month. So
Probably
I'm quite sure.
exceeded.
Yeah, I'm quite sure now she's got a lot more sign-ups. Yeah. So my second shout-out is Danielle De Palma Mambata. So she's both Heidi and Danielle actually were instructors at CZTAE before. Danielle is very nice, and actually she runs like these weekly classes as well, right? And then we decided
You are the queen of advertisement, right?
this is not advertising. This is just friends.
You're advertising for them. So you
Okay,
are
fair
the queen of advertisement.
But I'm
Are
not.
you seriously?
I'm not trying to sell anything to anyone. Just these are good people who have good
Yeah,
products.
these are good people. Yeah, it's true. But these are good people. It's true.
Yeah. So Danielle runs weekly classes, and basically, Debbie was like, "Oh, should we send one of us to join her classes?" And then I was like, "Okay lah, since I'm like more free in this time period, let me join her classes." So the studio paid for me to join, and Danielle was so nice. She offered for Susan and Debbie to also join as a complimentary, just to say thank you as a way for her to thank us for being nice and friendly and on good terms with her. So yeah, very, very nice person. She also participates very actively in 7 and 5 hour challenge.
Oh, I saw recently on her Facebook that she is actually celebrating her 24th year as a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Not CZT lah. I mean, she teaches in her local school. So she's celebrating 24 years as a teacher. That's actually an incredible milestone if you think about it. Yeah.
Especially where she is.
Yeah. Being a teacher these days is not a walk in the park.
Fair enough. Yeah, so Danielle, lovely person. And then the last person, who is also has been a instructor at CZTAE, is Yvonne Westover. So she's
very interesting. Your pick.
Why?
Never mind. You will know why later.
Yo, should I be worried?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So Yvonne, very nice person. All these people are very nice. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Agree.
I wouldn't shout them out. Huh?
I can just sense Susan, you're going to the past year CZTAE info pack to look at the instructor list.
Go Facebook. Facebook easier.
Yeah. Right, Susan, you
go to the albums.
No, sure or not?
No.
She everything. Go to the CZT group. Then look through the friends list. Mutual friends.
I tell you.
Susan, next week we start to make friends, okay?
You know
Okay.
when they say partners in crime, right? They weren't trying to be literal, you know.
做贼
Crooks.
见笑
Yeah, see? Oh my goodness.
So yeah, Yvonne Westover is featured in my Inktober Tangles.
She also was an instructor last year.
Yeah, and then the interesting thing about Yvonne Westover, her Tangle, she's day 29 Avro for Inktober Tangles. And on the 29th of October is actually her birthday. So when I asked her for permission to use her Tangle, I was like, could I use your Tangle? And then she's like, yeah, sure. And if it's possible, could I, if you haven't like selected the layout, of the tangles, could I request to be on day 29 because that's my birthday? I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. So I made a note on my list.
So that's her birthday present from you, is it?
So poor thing. Maybe I should send her a towel. I featured you in my list, and I gave you the priority to choose which day you are.
And then I also gave you a shout out,
So poor thing. Yeah. So on the 29th of October, just go over and say a happy birthday to Yvonne Westover. I'm quite sure she'll appreciate it. Yeah. She did tell me how old she'll be. It's a milestone birthday, but I didn't include how old she'll be because I don't know. Some people not comfortable.
It's not polite, right?
Yeah, so I just didn't include it. But it is her birthday, so you can just give her a little happy birthday wish on that day. 29th October, yeah. So that's Yvonne. Those are my three. Who's going next? Debbie, Susan?
I don't mind going next, but is Susan... Do you want to go next?
Are you ready?
Okay,
Susan,
can.
Can we? So who are you?
Okay. The first one is Midori Furuhashi. Although I know Debbie mentioned about her or Steph mentioned before.
I mentioned because, I think it was two shout-outs ago.
I admire
down,
her because you wrote down. Wow, very good. Cannot cheat.
I cannot remember, so I need to write down. Okay, continue, sorry.
I admire her because she's grandma of four grandchildren, is it?
Yes, four.
But she's still very active in teaching the Zentangle, and her creativity is something that I really admire. And she has been the instructor in CZT for a few years. Then every time her class plan is so you can see that she put a lot of effort. Yeah, she take it very seriously.
Yeah, she really enjoys her work.
She enjoys and she really deliver her best from what I think. So most of us are very enjoying her classes. Yeah, then she's one of the one that I want to shout out. Then the second and the third is actually wait.
Midori, I also just wanted to mention, I think one of her Tangles Hirari, she launched it on one of the CZT AE. So it was the anniversary. Yeah, it was the anniversary of her Tangle.
1 year old.
Yeah, so I thought to mention it. Yeah, I thought to mention it here. Yeah, okay, go on, Susan. Sorry.
She also has another Tangle, Bees.
BS. We featured that in our Tuesday, right?
Yeah, we did.
Some time ago.
Okay.
Sorry, Susan.
Okay. The second and the third, maybe they don't know me, but I know them. One is from like that. Cannot because not a lot of people know me, so this is the case.
Susan is behind the scenes.
So you stalk them?
Huh?
No lah, never lah. I enjoy the work. Yeah, Susan. Isaac also enjoy the work.
Yeah, I also enjoy the work.
No stock lah, no stock.
Okay. Okay. One is Sharon Wong from Malaysia, and the other one is Ella from China. Why I want to mention two of them because recently, if those people who follow in the Instagram, you know that there's Instagram live from different team of people. Then I know that Sharon Wong is together with another 2 or 3 or 4 CZT.
2 or 3
they
or
have
4?
Because of the I can't remember. Sorry. Because the meat because the Mid-Autumn Festival. Mid-Autumn Festival is coming this week, right? So they have this event. I think alternate day they have one CZT who have an Instagram live. to share of the tangles that related to the festival.
Oh, so cute.
So from there, yeah. So because when I saw this kind of partnership that different CZT from different country or city, they join together to have some free session for this, I feel very happy that to see this kind of collaboration. Then also for the third one that I want to mention, the Ayla from China, they also have this kind of activities in this month together with another two CZT in China. So from there, because last time when we always see is only one person, one man show, like just now I mentioned that, but then nowadays we always see that there's several CZT that works together to make an event happen. So this is something that I think is something very good, and the message that sent out is showing that the teamwork and the partnership is very good. Yeah. So this is the two person that I want to mention.
So everything that you said, right? Everything that you said, right? Shows that you need to make more friends, right?
I also.
I already got one team I cannot handle too many team No.
Excuse
I
me,
already
I
have
also
two
got the
teams
same
You
team, you
just
know. I also
Susan
have the same team, you know.
I
Susan,
cannot multitasking like you
we would just go to people's inbox and then say, hi, can I feature you next one? What upcoming projects do you have that I can mention?
Yeah, I can introduce.
Any tangles that are having anniversary? Is it going to be your
Yeah,
birthday?
look at these two crooks. Is it going to be your birthday? Oh my god. That
How
one
many
is so
great
Good
kids do you
idea.
have?
Yeah, I finished my tree.
Okay, very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Aiyo.
Celebrate, Susan.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm
Mission
going
complete.
so I'm gonna do my first shout out to my classmate, Alicia Ray. So one reason why I want to shout out is because before the pandemic, she came to visit us, and recently my Facebook memories showed me the photos again of our meetup in Singapore. So I do miss her a lot, and communicating with her is a bit difficult because I don't speak Spanish. And then we use Google Translate to talk to each other. But we are on the same wavelength on a lot of things. And she also was a instructor at one of our at two. Is it two? Yeah, I think it's two. At two of our CCTAEs. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's two. Yeah. And I think she's been really busy. That's why this year she couldn't come back to us. So that's Alicia Ray. I will tag her in my artwork later to send her some gratitude and sunshine. Steph has met her as well. Yeah, actually. Steph has met her as well.
You mentioned.
Then, so that's my first person. My second person, and this, when I tell you who it is, right, you will know why I said what I said when you mentioned Yvonne Westover. Because these two CZTs are always together. So
Is
the
it
next person
Kelly?
that I'm going to, yeah, so the next person that I'm
Kelly.
going to shout to is Kelly. See, you know what? Yeah, they are always together.
Is it they live
I'm
close to each other?
fairly, but across the border, I think,
okay.
yeah. So one is in New York, I think, and then the other one is in Ontario. So it's the land border. Yeah. So I guess when I first so-called met Kelly, I don't think she really knew me at that time, or maybe because at that point in time there were just so many CCTs coming in and stuff like that, and there was a lot of newer CCTs as well. So back when I was one of the new ones, I actually did a couple of swaps with her. I think it's the square one swaps. So back in those days, there was another group called the Square One Swap. Square One Zentangle, I think. Square One Zentangle? Yeah. I think all that remains of the Square One group is the classes one, right? The marketplace. Right, Steph?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Still active, right? Advertising.
Yeah. I think that's the
sometimes.
only one that is active. I think the rest have all been archived. So we met in that group, and I actually sent her several tiles and things over the years, but I don't think we actually had more than like a very deep conversation um until she came on board as an instructor one day lah. Yeah, and she's someone that I always think about because she has a lot of, well, life wasn't very fair to her in a sense. So over time, I would try to find ways to sort of collaborate with her lah, just to give her opportunities that, although she actually has a lot of classes, I think she teaches more classes than I do. So it's not something that I'm bragging about. It's just that we share a common sorry.
She runs retreats also, right?
Yeah.
Recently,
So we share a common interest lah in furthering the community, you know. So not every CZT has the same or needs to have the same mindset as I do or you do or Stephanie does or whoever does. But it's nice when you meet someone that share the same kind of like perspective on like. I remember at one point she was doing free videos as well, like weekly, right?
I think she's
so,
back to doing it, but just not. There are some weeks where she can't commit.
But then recently she had that new thing coming up in her life.
Yeah. So
this
that's
one
why
is
it's not
private stuff. Yeah. So maybe that might take her out again for a couple of weeks. Yeah. So she's one person that I'm always thinking about in terms of like how she's doing. But because we're both so busy, I don't think it's very convenient to keep like texting her. But I do think of her very often, and that's why she needs this shout out to be reminded that we are thinking of her. I think it's also at a time where she needs a bit of support at this time, and she also needs a bit of cheering on lah, like just having us cheer her on as fellow CZTs. So that's my second person. The third person that I have on my list is an instructor at the current edition, and she's a first-time instructor actually. Her name is Doris Bishop. Before she joined CZTAE 2022 as an instructor, I only knew her as Whipped Cream by Doris Bishop.
Very good.
Like that was the Inktober last year, right? I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Inktober last year. So that was all I knew of her, because at that point I think we hadn't had the chance to talk before that. So that was all I knew of her. But having spoken to her, she's a very nice person as well. And we kind of hit it off and have a lot of things to talk about. Yeah. As well as the common project that we have, which is CZTAE. So I'm very thankful for that because, I mean, I'm on the lookout for not just meeting instructors or CZTs or stuff like that, but I like to talk to tanglers as well. And for me, I find it fascinating that this art form can connect so many people, regardless of where they're from. So Doris is actually based in Germany. Kelly is based in New York, US, and Alicia is based in Spain. Yeah. So that's the end of my shout out. I will tag all three of them so that you can sort of explore what they've been up to. And then I think Susan Yo, are you ready? Or you need 5 more minutes?
She's done hers already.
Just- Are you done?
Oh, the 3 people. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. So if that is it, then we have finished all 5 questions. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, so it
Want
wasn't
to-
that hard, right?
Terrible. Want to
It's not easy.
want to share what's going on with you guys' house?
You guys' house.
A lot of plural
Why
possessive.
can't you just say share what's going on
Guys'.
with your house? You guys' house.
You guys' house. When have I done things that make sense?
I don't know. I don't know.
Give up. Yeah, you want to go first, Debbie?
I think I'm the slowest one with only one towel, so I'm gonna hold it up a little bit. And I started out
nice.
with, so my 0 is here and my 5 is somewhere there. I started out with Mookacirque, and then it sort of grew and included more mocha, braven salt, a bit of yerba, and some jams, and then prantoms. So I have prantoms, and then I have poke leaf, and then I have vertigo. So I have a very organic towel. I'm not sure how I'll add on to it, but I might. It's not a very adventurous towel. Oh, by the way, this is Ecoline. So the background was tinted with Ecoline liquid watercolor in deep yellow and turquoise green. And then I've been adding shading with Sakura Koi brush markers, which I am trying to drain and still failing. So means that they are very value for money. Yeah.
Very good. Susan, do you want to go next? Wow, yours very, very colorful.
Yeah, I managed to keep the 5, but the 0 is here. So the 0 has
zero's
turned
on
into a diamond shape.
Nice. Nice.
So this one is, the background is tinted with the koi brush pen, but the color on top is actually using the magical, because I activate some, so have to use it, not to waste it. So this is the one. Then basically besides the mocha there's a poke root here. And this is the one that just now when I tried to practice the tangle in a 3Z tiles. Okay.
Very good. So for my first tile, Debbie, this tile will be handed to you.
Wait. Oh, okay. Susan, your Mookacirque is a 4-sided one, is it?
Yes, 4-sided.
Oh, interesting. Actually, I like the 4-sided one more. Yeah.
But it's quite hard to estimate the curve. That's why this mocha come out, because I lost the curve.
Too big.
Yeah.
Too big. Maybe smaller it might be easier. Okay, yeah, sorry, Steph.
Mine got more, mine not less. Mine is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-sided. More is more.
Where is your hook?
No hook. I decided to do without because I wanted to do a radial design. This is towel waves.
Then like that, it's just prantoms.
It's not. It's not.
It's just marasu.
Maybe. Yeah. Then I did towel wave, which is one of the tangles featured.
Marasa?
No.
Marasa.
In Inktober tangles. And then there is Oysteroid and then Duda. And then it goes to the back. So it links. It links to the back. So then this behind part is for you lah, Debbie.
How come it's for me?
You said you want to do travelling tangle. The travelling tangle.
Oh, you should create some for Susan, yo.
Oh, next one.
I think she's running out of tiles. All her tiles are from me. I think her tangle.
No, I got give her tiles also.
1 or 2 only, right?
You're not enough lah.
Yeah, so she got a lot more from me.
I'll use this as an opportunity to mention that we are reducing the amount of times that we will be doing the mindful meal on Monday sessions. So the upcoming session will be 26th of September for this month. So I'll put a reminder on our social media closer to the date, but just wanted you guys to know. Yeah. And then for this tile, I used Faber-Castell's watercolor pencils for shading. And then I'm trying to work on this translucent style, but I don't know how it's going. I will probably do colored pencil shading on it. But then that will probably ruin the effect because like it's supposed to have it see-through, but I'm not liking the way that it's looking in the see-through effect. So yeah, this one has the hook.
Color in the center.
I want to colour everything. I want to colour everything.
No, you know the part where it goes this part?
Uh,
Not this side. Yeah, the other side. Why?
yeah. Don't know. Go see how it goes. But this is what I'm working with so far. The pen I'm using is a Luxil pen, or what some places refer to as a gold shadow. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, that was a fun hour. What, 2 hours? Yeah, it's been 2 hours already. Yeah. So fast. If you'd like to rewatch some parts of today's session, you can go to our Instagram page at 7forest5rivers, or also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7f5r studio. The video will be ready on our YouTube channel by tomorrow. We'll be posting all of our tiles on our personal Instagram pages. Debbie is at tangle.pursuits. Susan is at susanyo.czt, and I'm at halfpen_will_draw. If you tangle along with us, do post your tiles in our Facebook group, 7F5R Challenge. You can go to this link or search 7F5R Challenge directly in your Facebook search bar. We'll be streaming again next week, Wednesday, 14th of September, 2:45 p.m. Singapore time. And we hope to see you then. Yeah, thank you so much for spending your time with us. We really enjoyed it. Yeah, we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.